I know. Okay. I think by the Shiur the morning we got up to some test with Iron Beis. Here at the bottom. Ochal kol machav and ochal basa. We're talking about Ben Zera Moira, what he has to do in order to be eligible to this punishment of Ben Zera Moira, till we accuse him that he's gonna go on a path there'll be no return. So he has to eat meat and he has to eat wine. The Mishnah said if he ate any other food but not meat, he drank any other mashka, not wine, it's not a Ben Zera Moira. So the word achal kol machav ochal basa lasua. What's that coming to include? Asua devela ki'ilis. Devela ki'ilis, it makes a person drunk. It makes a person drunk, and you would have thought it's a dvela, type of fig that comes from a place called ki'ilis. You may have thought that once you start getting busy with alcohol, then that's it. No, don't say that. Don't say that. You think devash v'chalav, milk and honey. Milk and honey also make a person shikah, drowsy. I know some kahanim, right? They don't have coffee when they duchen. They don't have coffee in their milk in the morning before duchening. You heard of such a chumrah? Never? Never. Milk? I never heard of that. I never heard this guy.
And the reason?
Because this Gemara says, Achol Dvelo Kidis, Shasel Dvash V'chalav, the Nichtas L'migdash Chayev. It's called Yaim V'Shecha Al Teisht. Milk it makes a person shikah.
Must have been different.
Drowsy. What?
Must have been different type of milk.
Maybe very heavy milk. Very, very heavy milk. So that's what his process says. If one drinks milk, it goes into the Beis Mikdash. It's like you drink alcohol. It's like you can't avoid it like that. So he doesn't drink milk. We don't want the noise. We're not trying to hear. Says the Gemara, "Ein nas b'Zera Moira, at sheichel basa ish teyayin." Tanu Rabbanon, achal kol machal v'achal basa. Same again. If he ate all food, no meat. Shas l'kamashka. He drank all mashkois. Shas yayin, he drank wine. Ein nas b'Zera Moira, he won't become a Zera Moira. At sheichel basa ish teyayin. The requirement is basa v'yayin shnema zoylel v'soivei. Pasuk says the Ben Zera Moira is called a zoylel and a soivei. How do we type zoylel v'soivei? Zoylel v'soivei means meat and wine. How do we know that? Where's the raya? Where's the remez? That zoylel means wine. Sorry, zoylel is basa. Soiv is wine. Pasuk says, "Alti b'soiv yayin v'zoylel basa lamoi." Don't be a guy that is soiv yayin. Mishnah said the same thing word for it. So soivei has got to do with wine. Zoylel has to do with meat. What the pasuk continues and it says, "Ki soiva v'zoylel, yorish, ukram talbish numa." You know what's going to happen with this guy? This guy will become an alcoholic, and the guy will become desperate for the meat. He'll sell everything he has. He will go around with poor clothing, and he'll be so poor. He'll be so poor because of the money he needs desperately money for this all his needs, all his addictions. But Reb Zera, that's the first chat. So that's the puzzle continues. Ki soiva v'zoylel yorish yivarish, not yorish, yivarish will make him poor. Yivarish. Ukroim talbish numa. Reb Zera kal yoshem Beis Medrash. Somebody that sleeps in the Beis Medrash, tarasa nas like kroim. His Torah falls asleep in the Beis Medrash, and then he forgets his learning. The Torah become pieces. Shenema or Karaim Talbish Numa. That means the Torah will be ripped into pieces. I don't know where it says over here that means someone who sleeps in Beis Medrash. Does it say anywhere? Rashi didn't say. Right. Where who's at the pasuk to talk about sleeping in the Beis Medrash? It says that somebody will do this, then Kroim Talbish Numa. Oh, Numa, if it's a Medrash, I see. Oh, Kroim Talbish Numa. Very good. That's good. Very good. Numa means when the person sleeps, the Hine Leyonim, Liyashon is Numa. So a Kroim Talbish, a person, his Torah will become Kroim, will become pieces by Mishlaft. If you sleep too much. And sleeping is not such a bad thing. So it means in a Beis Medrash. That'll be the pshat. Look at the Mishnah. God of Mishal Aviv. this kid has to steal from his father, and he has to eat the stolen goods in the rishus of his father. Sorry. If it's Gadam Shalavim, he steals from his father, he eats in his father's house. Or he steals from other people and he eats it. Or he steals from other people, eats in the father's rishus. No, that's not Ben Seremoira. Ain't that Ben Seremoira? At Yigdam Shalaviv, that he steals from his father. And I'll eat in Rishus Achirim. We'll see in the Gemara why. What's the understanding? Why do you have to steal from his father and eat Rishus Achirim? Yes, he'll steal from his mother too, not only from his father. Now the Gemara is going to ask obvious question: which mother has money? How do women have money? So geld, ladies, how should have money? That's the Gemara's kasha. Let's see the Gemara. What's this understanding? He has to steal from the father. Go to his father's purse, go to his father's wallet, steal money, buy the food, and eat the food in somebody else's rishus. Why? Says the Gemara, why? The shchiach. His father's wallet's always there. So there's always a chance he'll do it again. But no, boys. His father say, where does this food come from all of a sudden? So he's afraid. Since he's afraid, he won't continue. He's afraid. If you steal from other people and you eat in other people's rishus, boys. Even if he's not afraid, to steal from other people is hard. He's not afraid. Other people's rishus, they're not going to tell him anything. I mean, it's none of their business. But it's not shchiach. It's therefore, no, it's not a concern. He'll continue. You steal from other people, eating the father's rishus. He won't do it again. Why? Because lo shchiach or boys. It's lo shchiach and he's afraid. So, which case is a perfect situation that there's a big concern? It'll continue. You'll steal from the father and eat in rishus achirim. The shchiach level boys, because then it'll be shchiach le. His father's purse is there. His father's money is available, and he's not afraid to eat b'shal. Then we are now seriously concerned that this person will now do this on a constant basis. It works very easy. It's a simple thing. Do go to the father's drawer, nemen geld. Sounds simple, and eat it somewhere else. Says you have to steal money from the mother. How does money have mother? The mother has money. Where does the mother have money? How do women have money? Imoy, Mashakanta Isha, Minali, Minala, Mashakanta Isha Kanabaila, Mashakanta Isha Kanabaila, Arabias Ruchanina, Besuda Hamachenes La'avel Imoy. It's talking about a meal that was prepared for the father and mother. And Rashi says, that he has to feed his wife. Right. Balachim is going to say what? Yeah, they're going to answer that soon. The Gemara says this is a suda. Rashi says on the next Gemara, but a suda that's prepared. There's a suda that's prepared for the father and mother. He comes and takes it. No, stealing ready-made food. No, that's not such a concern. His food on the table, he takes it, goes to the closet, takes some nash. Heard of such kids already. That's not so. Well, yeah, but get away with that. But only if it's steal money and buy food, that's a new level. He's only chayav. He steals money and he takes it. So the Gemara, so Kami takes the food off the table. Supper's prepared for the father and mother, and he takes it off. That won't be a case of ben Seremoira. There's money set aside, as Rashi said. A husband has to feed his wife. So this is the money allocated for tonight's supper. And this is for his supper, her supper. And he steals that money and he buys for himself food. Second answer is like Reb Chaim said, right? It's not a cash. I mean, how women have money. And no problem getting women money. The Akelo Echad, Amaram, Nash Ele Balak, Shusben. She can get money. People, someone told her, I'm lost that the Ele Balak Shusben means it's not a real concern. How to get money? What?
Very big difference in these two children. The first child, he only had to take once. And that's both from the father and the mother.
Right.
No?
I mean, if it's in the same place.
No, but I'm saying the same whatever money that he took one time, he took $10.
$10. If money does there in the pile.
All his money prepared for the mother to go shopping.
Right. Both money together. If it's here. Right. Good. And here it's the right. Right. He learns from the pasuk. What I'm saying because the word didn't bring it. Where to get it from? It has to be for the mother. Yeah. Where to get it from? Right. That you have to steal from the mother because. Yeah, it's from the pasuk. Pasuk mashma that then shver bekalenu, going in the father mother. It's not about haya aviv roitziv ima in roitziv. The father wants, mother doesn't want. She says, "Come on, the little kid. What do you want of this kid? Don't be so harsh on him," or vice versa. Or aviv in roitziv. So the father says, "Come on, let's not take him to Beis. Let's not be so strict. You know, a kid's a kid. Either that's b'seir moira. What if it comes to Beis is not it's not going to be b'seir moira. Ad sheyu shneim roitzin. Unless both want." Let's both want. If the shidduch is not compatible from a halachic perspective, if the mother is not royal for the father, and he won't become B'Tzayir Moira. If it's going to be a marriage, that's not okay. We'll see the Gemara of the case. So right where the Gemara discusses this. What does it mean not roy? What is not roy? If the marriage is a marriage that, let's say, brothers and sisters married together. Let's say. If that's the case for the Gemara, so what? Why should that be a svara? So what? Why should there be no B'Tzayir Moira? I mean, we understand it's not coming from good stock, but soif, avu ninu, ve'ima ninu. Yeah, so what's the problem? It's a father mother. So the Gemara never done that. Ella, b'shav aviv. She has to have the same voice. The coil, not the same voice, same height, same look, same complexion, whatever that means. That look the same. And everyone's going to say that's why it was, it never happens. Fetus Badama, never happened. The chances it should happen almost zero. That father mother have to have the same voice. The Welt says, right, father mother. So they have different opinions when it comes to the kid, and they disagree, or they fight. Then what do you want for the kid? It's an innocent kid. Doesn't develop. He doesn't see that the parents are on the same page. Yeah, sometimes worse to be mavata, even though one knows the wife's wrong, and she is wrong. Not to go against her, just for the sake of the kids. Yeah, more not so easy, but not so easy. If it's not like the mother in the voice, in the look, in the height, ain't that's B'Tzayir Moira. You're only B'Tzayir Moira. My time at the Bakra. And then Shneir B'Koilenu. Says our voice. Our voice means we have a common voice. We have the same voice. May the coil be on Shavin. Since the coil is Shavin, you need the same voice. Mar v'Koim and Abin Shavin. Also the height. Everything has to be the same. Mar v'Koim and Abin Shavin. Command Azla Hada Tanya. Who to go like this Bryce that said B'Tzayir Moira? Like high of la asid liyos. B'Tzayir Moira never happened. Never happened. Lam nichtav. Rosh v'kavos char. Pasha Kisayt say this is a topic spoken about. It never happens. Pasha the Torah, irrelevant. So it's relevant. The Darshni that gets char. Who's this man? Kiban? Kereb Yehuda. Who does go like Yehuda? Go like Yehuda. Yehuda says that these are the necessary requirements. Father, mother, man, and woman have the same voice. If she has the same voice as a man, then she's a item. If he has the same voice as a woman, these are others. You have people that are similar. It's not this is not a same height. So therefore, that will not be negaya. Not negaya. Even same. If Shimon says, if Shimon attacked not negaya, the whole din, the whole law is not true. The time is not true. And Amr Shimon, because this kid, okay, he stole a little bit of meat. He ate the meat. And he drank chatzlog yain at talki. I mean, we really, it's going to happen Parents gonna take about to get killed. Why? What's the whole tumult? You're not supposed to. You know, Shimon. But you won't do it. You'll never do it. It's argue what parents will do. I know. And like the high of the eyes. Yeah. Maybe compassionate parents won't do this. What do you do already? Who?
13-year-old child.
No. Yeah. For doing nothing. That's what it means. Another mother holds they'll do it. Like the Matthias. It never happened, never will happen. It's not a Matthias. Yeah.
Shimon says also it's not going to be because it's it'll never
right.
People will never do it.
Never do it.
Whereas Yehuda is saying it's
no, the other man doesn't hold it happened. Right. I'm saying no, he's saying a svar, it'll never happen. If you're Yehuda, it never happened, yeah. Because of it can't be this. It's he's saying parents won't do that. Some people are unpredictable. You know. People live in certain places and they do as we know what they do to the kids. You know. So the Gemara. What? Yeah. Shemshmai. Yeah. Over B'Yosin. I saw Beis Harimorium, Shafa Kibroi. What are you talking about? How means I saw the cave? I didn't see more than that. Neither told me I saw Beis Harimorium. I saw the concept because I was on the cave. On the cave, it sounds like the cave. Point it, man. And Harimorium. K'man Nazla. Says K'man Nazla. How the tiny in the dachas. Loy hayav loy sirliyos. The concept in the dachas never happened and never will be. But I'm where was it written? Droish v'kavos char. Come on, Kira Blazer. Droish v'kavos char. Now, in the dachas, well, I reckon in the dachas happen. The Tanya Blazer Oima. The requirements in the dachas are impossible. Call it ish yesh b'afilim mezuzah achas. If one house has a mezuzah on one of the doors in the dachas will not become in the dachas by Tama or Makra, it's called shalala tik boy till terech chayva. V'srafta Beis. You'll get all the shalal and you put it into the street and you burn it. So you can't burn Abish's name. If it's a mezuzah, there's the issa to burn it. They're giving the ikkim mezuzah. They have shadachsiv. You can't burn Hashem's name. Therefore, you have Rashi says and Sfarim too. Rashi is kavachayma. Okay, the guy's not min. How do where they bought them mezuzahs from? Yeah, here. We don't say that they become minim and then if mezuzahs become possible. Seems not. And Rashi says the Sfarim too. It's a town, no Sfarim. No Sfarim, no mezuzahs. Never gonna happen. Says the Gemara, Amr B'Yenison. I need an Isa, I saw it. You shaft al tilo. I saw it. So the Sifra Jewish business. What happened? Did it happen? Didn't it happen?
Yeah,
no?
It's the same person that says
same person, yeah. Do man them. Yes, but look, yeah, and I sat there, we shaft al tilo. I sat down on the ruins of this place. Come on, the tiny Beis Hamnuga, like how it used to be. A Beis Hamnuga, a house that has the gun, you have to demolish the house. Never happened. Nichtav, Droish v'kavos char. Come on, Kerblaz ben Shimon. Why is it so hard for a house to become a Beis Hamnuga? It's not Tomei. At Shiur kishtei grisen, you have to have a nega, two grisen, ashtei avonim, on two walls. Kishtei kisalim, Karen Zavius. Has to go from one wall to the other. In the corner. Arka kishtei grisen, it's long as two grisen. And that's very hard to happen. It's a hard piece of Gemara. But Hashem sends the nega. This time, why is it impossible? It's not a mitzvah. If it's a mitzvah, what? Yeah, it looks like Gemara, like it's a mitzvah, like a fungus on the wall. Tongue with this size, two walls connected. That's what it looks like. This was a Shai Gemara. My town of Blazer up. The Chsiv Kir, it says in the wall of the house, Kirois. Kirois. Eza Kirshi Kirois. Right, a wall that's two walls, that's a corner wall. And Rav Lazar Zaria, Makabay, he's a different one. Rav Tzaddik. Rav Lazar Tzaddik. Makabay between Aza, there was a place between Aza. Or Karinoisa, Harvasa, Sigurta. Yeah, well, star place. It was called Havarta Sigurta. That means this is a harbor of a Matorah building. Rav Shimon Ishkfar Akif Habach Salach Legdil. The Gonal, very easy Mokim, should be signed Loisai. I saw play in another place. They were signed it, Amru, Avonim, and the Goy of Padal. This is a place where they put stones that have tsaras in them. So this thing is something that does happen. Does happen. Stones. No, they threw it from the house. They demolished the house, and that's what they put there.
No, the first time you first
Yeah, just the area.
Right.
So where's the raya? Where's the raya? That means a whole house. Where's the whole house? Where's the whole house? The oil, even just those stones. English. Well, the raya. Unless it's not make a raya. Just saying stop. Yeah. Okay. One of the parents were missing a hand, a chigger, or missing a foot. I couldn't speak. I summa blind, a cherish, deaf. There's another reason why it's harder to happen. The topsy boy of the imoy, they have to grab hold of him like Gitman, not with their hands. But see, I saw take him out like chigrin. They have to be able to walk, not lame. But Amru, they said, like Ilman, not like I'm talking. Benay Zeh, they point to him like Suman. Why? You have this by Godesh Pesach too, right? Zeh. Blind person's part of Godesh Pesach. You see him, but then look, it's here. That means it's here. Interesting. And then you Shoavei Bekalenu doesn't listen to our voice. Like Russian. How does that work? Not in the deaf. Rashi has arichas. How do you doesn't listen? How do you don't listen? Okay, you have to see. You have to hear. If they are deaf, then they can't hear his response. The kid said no. The can't hear. He says no. Right. So, and then the kid's rebellious. You have to be able to hear the rebellion. Even don't see, that's not enough. Right. Maybe then he was Makaba. He has to right away. You have to hear the words are going on deaf ears. Master of Shloishi, you warn him in front of 3 people tomorrow. That's why Malchus and you warn him and you give Malchus. Chaz of Kilkut does again. The Nidin Be'es of Shloishi 23 they on him and we kill him. Right in this kill at Shiur Sham Shloishi Rishonim. You have to have the 3 Yodim for the first time we warn them. You have to have that combination. Says the Shmas B'nah, B'nah Krokid Siv. We take the pasuk and we get very literal. It's always a shaila. Is that so? Here it seems very little. I said, well, no. The Kulei Kra, you say read. All pasuk. Why have to say you take him out? I should say why is it you have to substitute of the imoy, father, mother, grab hold of him. Who needs the details, the graphic details? To grab hold of him, it's not negaya. Elamai, it's come to teach us that these things have to be in place. Shloishi, warn him from the 3. Normally, why warn him from the 3? Normally, Asra is for the Adam, for the 2. Why 3? Master of the Stein, you're right. Master of the Stein, you warn him from the 2. Or Malkin Ois of the Shloisha, and you give Malchus in front of 3. No, not by Ceremony. This Asra actually says, sorry, it's not the regular Asra here, right? Lavish Asra Gemuruk Shoavei. Because very good. Also, it's Sophic. It's a different type of Asra, right? It's a thing. Don't repeat your old ways. It's not. Normally Asra is don't do this Maisa. Okay, this is a serious business. You shouldn't eat 3. Why should you have to have 3? Right. After where you're right. Where did it say Malchus ben Tzayir says where could Ravo Amravo Lamadnu the Yisru me Yisru there legabe Moitz Shemra. It says Vilakhi zik the Ira Yisra Isai. I will learn it from the Yisra of Ben Tzayir Moira. Yisru mi Ben, and here it says Lashon Ben mi Ben. Then we learn the Ben from V'Hayim Ben Akoser Rasha. So even there. He's Malchus by Moitz Shemra. He learns it from Ben Tzayir Moira. Here we know Ben Yisroel from Ben and Ben from Hoim Ben Akos Rosh. Chazav Kilkel Nin Bechav Gimel. Hi, how do you know it? But then is there the same day on him. Says more Haimi Boila is Zevle Sumen. Says Zevle Sumen. Says more Kelichte. But then who? My Ben is there. Shvam not Tarti. Say Ben who? Why is it Ben is there? Shvam not Tarti. Okay, 2 drushes. Here comes the Lamdish Sugya. Here goes the Lamdish Sugya. The name is helpful to understand the Sugya. Yeah, Barach, actually Medina. You had this kid, He knew that's great Tsaris. They were judging him to kill him, so he runs away. When he comes back, he's already 3 and 3 months. He thinks, I'm off the hook. Potter, he's off the hook. He's now, we only can judge a kid when he's 3 until 3 and 3 months. Once the Pascal, then he runs away. Then he gets the Zakla Tachton. You can't run away, it's too late. Too late. You're ready. A goy that curses Hashem's name. And what's his punishment going to be? When he's a goy? Saif. Goy always gets saif. How many aidim do you have to have by a goy? 1 aid, 1 dayan, you have to warn him. Good. And then he becomes a ger. Back in this guy. No, is he off the hook? That previous death penalty that was looming over his head, does that still exist? He's part of why? Rashi's goyres. That's why he's part of. 2 things changed. First of all, he's in different brackets. Until now, he was a goy, and then you punish him with 1 aid, 1 dayan. Now you have to have a whole bezdin, and also the misa is different. Previous, the misa of Ben Noach is with saif, with a sword, and now he's going to get skila. So therefore, since we can't give him skila now, because he didn't do it when he's chayav skila. The Gemara doesn't say that. No, doesn't say kanch that. Yeah, it doesn't say that. Name Masaile. After Mishnah, when a person changes status, then he's not. You can't use old averas. Baruch actually nigmadino. When he comes back, he's over age. But the avera he did earlier. You say, we have to judge him. You have to. The current situation is negeya to the avera. You don't say, okay, did avera then? So then it's chayav. Who cares what's now? So that's similar to our halacha. My time, he changed. So it's not in that same situation. So it'll be the same halacha. Here too. Did avera when is a goy. Now he's a yid. It's different. So no shaykhs. No shaykhs. If you do the avera now, you won't be back at all. If a kid over after 13 and 3 months will be a ben Moira, there'll be no death penalty. So that's why we can't punish him now. But Mashakin, a goy that Mevarach Hashem gets killed. A yid, Mevarach Hashem gets killed. If he'll do it now, he'll get killed. So it hasn't really changed that much. See, I haven't got raya. It's not the same thing. Here, the Misa is still chal on him. Which Misa you give, figure out. But maybe, who said you potter? Both things have to change in order to get off the hook. 2 things have to change. That's a different Misa and a different din, right? But here, the
also be allowed back to Din was the same. He would get killed with 1 aid, right?
Right.
And here he wouldn't get killed with 1 aid.
Right, okay. Where? By goy again. Right, but it's not. We still get Misa. But Misa still gets. Gets Misa. Also gets Misa.
Right, but not under the same circumstances.
Okay. It's not enough for Raya. Toshma. If Dig Medina Barach, if he runs away after Dig Medina, it's chayav. So why? See, it's chayav. You don't say change his status. So what are you talking about? Dig Medina, Kamras. Well, it's finished. Wasn't having it. Dig Medina is a back taller. He's already dead. Gavrak Tilahu. Toshma. This is the complicated one. Ben Noach sheb kik is chaveiroi. A Ben Noach that hit his friend and is chayav misa. It's a friend chayav misa. Or Baal Eshus chaveiroi. If Baal Esh chaveiroi, he's really potter. Really a goy's potter. Esh chaveiroi. With this guy a potter. Kik a chaveiroi potter. Also came be Yisrael if when he was a goy he killed a Jew and he's Baal Esh Sish, but this guy chayav. Then it's going to be chayav. It's chayav. Amai. Neima hoyle shtani. What do you mean? Why is saying it's chayav? This is not like Rechalina. If you'd hit, he's got different halachas now. Now he's a Jew. Previously he was punished with 1 dayan, 1 aid. So what halachas pshat? So I said, well, no, we have to change it. You're right. Dina misasa binam. Rechalina only said if you're changing how many diyanim you need to have and which misa it's gonna get. But over here, when a goy kills, he gets killed by the sword. A Yid kills by the sword. Okay. So therefore, Dina Shtani, the method of death is not changing. Since the method of death is not changing, therefore, it won't be called a Shtani. So you only say Shtani when you have both. When you have Shtani Dina and a Shtani Mesasai. But here you don't have a Shtani Mesasai. That's why it will be still Chai Misa. So well, that's very good by killing. What about the other one? What punishment does a goy get? A goy always gets saif. A kara saif. And now, a Jew that's Baal Eishasish, a Yid, Eishasish Chenek. And Eishasish Bekara saif, Ash the Chenek. So more Benar Marasa. Throw it Nar Marasa. The indiviskila. Throw it Nar Marasa. Both are skila. Throw it Nar Marasa, both are skila. For any more, Va'asa can be Yisrael. No, doesn't say that. A girl, Nar Marasa, a goy gets skila for. I need to get skila, so same misa. Fremor doesn't say that. He says, Benoach shikes chaveiroi, uba al eishes chaveiroi. Not Nar Marasa. And says, when he did it as a yid. So we're not talking about a girl, we're talking about eishes chaveiroi. But also came by Yisrael, doing the eishes chaveiroi katani. He says, bodies by Yisrael is similar to eishes chaveiroi, which means eishes chaveiroi. Says more a new yisait. Kala b'chamura meshach shaykh. What is kasha? Originally, he's supposed to get saif. Now he gets chenek. Okay, what's more chamor? Saif or chenek? Saif. So now to give him chenek now is not called giving him more than he deserves. It's less than he deserves. Because originally it was chayiv skila, a saif. Eishasish. Goy about eishasish gets saif. Saif is more chamor. Now he gets chenek. Chenek's less. Chenek's less. Okay, that's not a problem. That was not a problem. Kalabach we're a meshach shaykh. Because the misa of chenek that I'll give now is incorporated in the chi of saif. So the bottom is saif chamor. The bottom is saif chamor is good. And Reb Shimon dama chenek chamor Michael Mayim. If chenek's more chamor, the shtickle doesn't work. Says the more Reb Shimon savra ketana Reb Nash. You're right. It doesn't work. You're getting more of chamor than misa. Should be off the hook. Savra ketana Reb Nash is amar kal misa milah v'noach eine ele chenek. Oh, every misa by goy is always chenek, not saif. So originally it was chenek. Now it's chenek. Bishlam Eishdish may kara chenek vash the chenek. El ritzeach may kara chenek vash the sayev. Ritzeach, you get your ritzeach won't be problematic. We get sayev. Jews get sayev. You didn't get sayev, not chenek. So you go, that's not a problem. Since if you're Shimon, chenek's more chamor, therefore sayev is not going to be an issue. Kala b'chamura meshach shaychi. Kala b'chamura meshach shaychi. Kala meshach shaychi. Sounds like more. You're allowed to have the less misa now. Lame Messiah, Sarcha, a girl, like a bagra. You have this girl, Nar Marasa. When she was Nar, then she became a Begeres. Tina Mechenek. Skila, my tamaloi. Why do you get Skila? Shimhal Vishtani Shtani. So you see, even though she did not Vera, when she was Chayv Skila. Now she's Chayv Chenek. Still very now she's Chayv Chenek. They say Hal Vishtani Shtani. The Tosh Nach, the Shtala Gamri. No, it's not good raya. He says, give us skila. No, the raya is weak raya. Rabbi Yechon says, not true. Give us skila. The Tana to the skila. Therefore, that won't be a raya. It's a tomorrow learned off. I am Beis. Serious service.